game. Again, a lot on the line, of course, for this. So far, Imperial has been able to garner themselves another game when they were facing match point, and we'll see. There's the R-Lot ban. It is going to be Imperial on the blue, SMG on the red. Angela comes out as well. And I was wondering about that R-Lot, actually. You know, when we were building that up, like, all right, now that Smooth has had that first, I think that's his first loss on the X-Borg that he's played so far, I was wondering, maybe he goes the R-Lot, but that's taken out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any one of these teams want to let Arla through, considering how aggressively people have been playing it here at the wildcards. Nolan gets banned out, and this is Yishin Shin. Once again, Team SMG are not letting that through.
And still the Angela as well. If they go with the same pattern, it's going to be the 1-1. Because it really seems like they're trying to limit the outplay potential, right? The crossbow of Tang can definitely be annoying. What's up, Gideon? What are you laughing?
Can you translate?
Translate. We just Sandai is relax, you know? Relax, Team SMG. We'll support you till we're deaf.
Till we're deaf.
That's so accurate, though.
It is accurate. They are loud in this hall at Geospace. So come on over, because it's free seating. I would highly suggest you take it a grab to come on over here, because parking is going to be a bit of a trouble with so many people wanting to see these members fight it out.
Well, now for Imperio, they ban out the Faramis, but SMG, they usually ban out the 1-1, but if they do, now they're letting go of a Mathilda. I think Imperio has caught them in a bit of a sticky situation right here. 1-1 will be banned away, but will the Mathilda come through for Imperio, or do they have something else in mind?
Another draw while we wait.
Oh no.
Oh, he wants it. He wants it that. Ah, okay.
You know.
It's all right. Oh! It's still about okay, you know, not the greatest, but still,
Hey,
at least
he's
he's getting something.
Like a 10 roll.
It's a 10 roll, man. At least he's getting some cutscenes. It's the worst when you just see a bunch of nothing and you're like, oh, well,
Yeah,
that's sad.
disappointment.
That's true.
That's painful.
Or that means that you already have a ton of skins.
Very, well.
Maybe he's a Chad, right? He has all skins already.
That's true.
He's been rolling since a long time ago. But what will SMG roll in here against a Mathilda, man?
I don't know. Probably there is a consideration for Phobius every single time we do see that Matilda. A lot of the times it's like, oh yeah, you get basically guiding wing. Oh, that's 2 free dashes almost instantaneously. And then you can start going for those big hitters. Now, we do see that Team SMG is starting with the same opener this time, the Bruno as well as the Turizla. They're not changing it up too much here. And the real question is that even if they do decide to go for those, like, you know, big pickoffs, Matilda can save them technically.
Now I'm wondering if the Turizla, we're just talking about the die worth, hyping it up, but now they're showing the Turizla. In other regions, we've seen it flexed away into maybe like a mid lane position. Considering, you know, we don't know. I mean, we'll have to see, man. Like if this Turizla will have the same kind of impact. For Imperio, though, it's gonna be that die worth. We're talking about going up against the Turizla, and that's Fredrin as well, but the Lilia goes through.
Really interesting matchups all across the board. I mean, Daira definitely has just a slight advantage against the Turizla, but this is highly dependent on whether or not one kill gets to go over, or more importantly, the way that they trade at specifically level 1. Because almost immediately after that, it becomes a uphill battle for the Turizla if that level 1 trade does not go through. Now, real question, boys. Matilda nerfs, no problem.
Yeah, even with the Flask of Oasis, right? She still remains 100% contested at the M5 wildcard. Again, I think it's just the amount of mobility and utility that this hero brings. It's kind of hard to dethrone that, you know? I mean, even with some of the changes and whatnot, we've seen some of those KDAs that some of these roamers have. And, you know, even Miko alone. And I feel like that's great that Imperial took that from him. You know, they took that from him. They still get the Dairoth. They have the Fredrin. I said this earlier. I love what they have. I'm loving it.
It's really impressive. Considering the fact that like a lot of heroes are only really usable, they really work so much better with the Matilda as well. That's why I think it's contested. The presence of a Matilda will immediately bring upon so many more heroes that usually are not really considered. But now the Grin is available, right? I was seeing it earlier. The fact that they know that their second pick means that they're first pick in the second phase, and they have left the Guinevere open.
Actually, might not be too bad for the side of Team SMG, right? It's going to force Imperial to actually take Purifies, and I think, hiding it first also is pretty decent because the Akai is a great way of actually dealing with this. I don't expect Saksa to be like, you know what, direct counter, I'm immediately going to go back onto that droid, or I'm immediately going to go back onto something like Hellcrit and turn off the lights.
Well, it's funny though, because I feel like what's the classic matchup for you guys with the Fredrin? Is it the Martis?
Usually it's the Martis.
Yeah.
We're a little bit behind, but we're hyper aggressive. We like the early game a lot. That's why
Right.
they lean in more to the
I was
Martis.
gonna say it's either the Martis or the Akai. So
Well, Martis, Akai, and the Fredrin, that's the kind of matchup. But I think with SMG's playstyle, with how more calculative they are, instead of just going full-on aggression, I think we'll prefer the Akai over the Martis. For Imperio, though, that's the Novaria that's been very uniquely used, right, for utility as well as burst damage, and it's going to be the Brody. So final card right here for SMG. Can they really surprise Imperio with something?
Well, it looks like Aurora, more information on him, that ranked as the first among junglers in average damage dealt and DPM with 47,944, and also at 3,040 when it comes down to just DPM. This is not okay.
Yeah.
This really is not okay.
hey,
That's crazy.
It's okay for them, right? And that's what I'm saying. I love that he's adapted now, picking up the Fredrin here. And you saw that Rafaela picked last pick for Team SMG, a debut pick here for the wild card. We'll see if that's going to help them out with what's going to be thrown at them, because I was saying, you know, I was expecting Imperial to have not a complete same draft, which they don't, but they still have a lot of great picks that they had from the previous game, and then they sprinkle in a little new ones.
Rafaela debut here. The combo with the Bruno is definitely the main selling point, but even now against this composition, there's a lot of slows available in the hands of Imperio. The fact that they have a Rafaela that now removes that slow effect for a certain duration means that Novaria loses value, means that Diver to a degree loses some value as well. This could be what they need to really kite back in and out like they did in game number 1.
Potentially. All eyes are in this game to make it to that break point. Will our representatives all the way from halfway across the world be able to start a reverse sweep against the hometown favorites? It's going to be Imperio on the blue side versus SMG.
Now it's a jungle fighter matchup, fighter duel in the jungle between Saxar and Aurora. We'll have to see if the ganks do come through, or is it going to be a passive early game until the turtle shows up, because I think that favors Saxar to a degree.
The thing here too, you know, like we saw from Stormy before, Steffi gets a little bit of damage here, but Stormy has to just be a little more careful than what we saw from the previous Lily performance that he had earlier on in the series, not to get just bursted down, right? And I feel like Miko is he's going to be a big part of that. Let's see if he can take care of Stormy a little well. Of course, when the black shoes are down, he gets even more vulnerable, so we'll see how that results throughout this course of the game.
I'm looking at the battle, at the emblems right now. Steffe has the focusing mark on the Mathilda. This is an aggressive choice. Usually Mathildas go with the quantum charge to help with the mobility, try and help with the regeneration as well. But no, he wants to go for pickoffs against a team with a healer as well. I feel like it's a bold move for sure, but looking at the rest of the emblems right here, weapon mastery for Ur. He wants to bank on that late game still. And for Sasa, he's going for a bit more tankiness, knowing that he'll be targeted by a lot of dive, but then he'll still be trying to just nuke it out.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the differences here, right? Common emblem coming in from Miko compared to support emblems. Oh, support emblems coming in from the side of Steffe. This might be a potential first blood, but let's see.
Yeah, they still want to actually find it out. Marquino doesn't have the Abysm Strike yet, so even though they were there on time the way they need to be, they're just going to do this all before the first turtle for taking.
Oh, this is where it gets complicated right here. Miko with the healing, with the slows. Stormy with more slows as well. If they're trying to dance around, it's a guarantee that Imperio will be taking a lot more damage. Now they're trying to go in potentially.
Team SMG still going to be fighting it out, and for this fight, Marquino now level 4, but still might just call it off. Right now, Team SMG should be able to secure themselves this first turtle as they do. Whoa, Steffe, interestingly enough, walking into multiple members, will flicker out.
Man, no circling eagle, it just walks up right there. Yes, going to be able to get out with the flicker, but that was quite the odd play considering how the turtle was basically done at that point.
Yeah, he might have accidentally pointed it the wrong way. Even Stefan, you can see in the camera, it was just like, woo! Well, the most they got was my flicker. Thank God they didn't get first blood. But at the end of the day, I think, there's standard protocols here, right? Imperial are very dependent on their EXP laner to kind of even the odds when it comes down to that full fight around the turtle side. And the fact that at least Smooth was able to get some really good trades against Marquino and prevented him from getting level 4 on time allowed them to take the turtle for free.
I feel like now it's not going to be as simple for Imperio to just go in aggressively, considering the amount of crowd control and especially the amount of long duration crowd control, like the heavy spin, like the penalty zone that just lasts on the ground for long periods of time. It's going to really be a big problem. And remember, you're on the Brody, the auto attack animations do get cancelled by the pulls of the penalty zone. So in a big team fight, there are a lot of things that can really go south for Imperio Esports.
Yeah, they got to be able to take care of Yuri here, and again, that's why they're doing this. Going to find a lockdown with heavy spin, circling Eagle there as well, but Team SMG spots it out. They just disengage, and that's what I was saying leading into that. They got to be able to take care of Yuri, allow him to scale up once again on this Brody, and we've seen how well Novaria can work for a lot of these lineups. Miko going to take a shot there, but again, a lot of just poking back and forth.
Really nicely done by both of these teams. Team SMG are making sure that they're making an off-tempo play so that their ultimates will be back up once a turtle comes on that top side, and then Imperial trying to cut them off in the middle of their jungle, looking for an isolated target to punish the rotation in the first place. So really well thought through from both sides. But as we get into this upcoming turtle fight, I'm seeing a lot more ults coming in for the side of Imperial in comparison to Team SMG, as theirs are coming off cooldown.
Team SMG can just dance around for a little bit, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of eyes on Miko right here. Imperio definitely want to punish this Rafaela, especially when she oversteps. But look at these like slow cancellation coming in from the healing.
This time again, the battle for the second turtle. Marquino going to jump in, looking for the setup, gets locked down though with a heavy spin. Take it out, first blood in the hands of Stormy. Now Aurora there, circling Eagle going to be committed by Steffi. Turtle going to go ahead and reset for now. Both junglers still battling it out. They have to call it back. Team SMG winning that skirmish with both junglers deciding to just go with a stalemate. I think Aurora might still actually want to contest this.
No, this is awful because Team SMG, they're doing this on purpose. They're delaying this turtle. The turtle technically doesn't matter to them. It's a fun little bonus to get, but Stefe is getting punished for it. Marquino is getting punished for it. And more importantly, Aurora has to make these calls. Do I just walk up or no?
The long game from SMG, man. They know that Imperio are trying to go in aggressively, so when the play happens, they just lay off the turtle immediately and went for bodies first. And afterwards, that's where they just get the clean, calm, calculated turtle. And even if Imperio backs away for a bit, the fact that there's a Rafaela means that the sustain game is just so much better out there. It's a great strat from Team SMG, and for Imperio, they have to wait for some more items maybe to really get that kind of dominant fight they require to win.
Man, right now, hold on. Smooth could be the one in trouble. Defensive penalty zone out. Waiting for Stormy and the rest of the crew to get here. Now Aurora going to be the focus. Stormy, Smooth, chasing him down. Ooh. Should be just fine though. Steffi's there now as well. Black Shoes to go back. Steffi using that circling Eagle around, but has no backup. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Ur is in trouble. He has to go back. So as we were saying, you know, with this Dyro effect this time, the answer seems to be either that heavy spin or the Holy Baptism. You have a couple tools to throw at him now if he initiates.
That's true. A lot more ways to kind of disengage, but they're really prolonging, they're purposely prolonging laning phases, and every lane has won at this stage of the game. This is the same philosophy in Game 1 as well as Game 2 that Imperial were trying to clamp down on in Game number 3.
I feel like it's almost like this Lilia pick is the linchpin of the entire strategy. The fact that you can just harass so effectively, all in effectively, and control the wave so much better. I mean, Stormy's up against a Novaria, and it doesn't even matter.
Oh, there's the lockdown again. Aurora going to be the one in trouble. Can't be saved. It's so much CC. And Smooth is going to jump in as well, forcing him back, Steffi. But you saw the combination, the heavy spin, the baptism. It's too much.
The layers, as they say. The layers on this cake is looking real good. But so far, at the very least, whoever wins this early game, apparently, whether it be Imperial or Team SMG, secures every single one of these turtles uncontested. Whoa.
Oh, Smooth, the one could be in trouble now. It's too much. And Ur gets the kill, but the turtle going to the hands of Team SMG.
The timing on these plays, man, it's always so good. I think partially why it's going so fast when one team is dominating is because both teams are just so good at pushing their advantages and looking for opportunities to snowball even more. Right now for Stormy, it seems like there's a bit of utility involved right here. The boots and the first item choice, it's all about spamming out those spells and having it up for the big fight. And for Smooth, he's going with the Dreadnought armor first, but he has the Fury Hammer because he wants to be a legitimate threat for the backline at least. If he lands a penalty zone onto the Novaria or the Brody, that could be a bad situation for Imperio Esports.
I also feel like Imperial, as of right now, right, you know, they're getting a little bit of setbacks, but that's why they're pulling every single one of these members. They're pulling Dairoth away from the side lanes to try and protect their main win condition, which is going to be letting Yor actually scale up. He does like taking Weapon Master, so therefore he's going to need items to really get that benefit.
Well, for now, Sefe already has the Flash of the Oasis completed, by the way. So Team SMG, they're not going for pickups though. So the fact that the Flash of the Oasis is available doesn't really change how they're playing, and now they're going brute force for the turret.
Wow. Okay, Saksa just pushing them away so they can get this tier 2 turret. They're going to be happy with that. They're trying to get this space advantage before that Lord comes up here.
Oh, I mean, if they keep on playing like this could get very, very dangerous here. Like, Saksa knows that he's tanky, and he knows that he's got a level lead, but we've seen what happens when he gets a little too overconfident. Some might even say cocky.
I guess for Imperial Esports, the only way they can really get a dominant win in a fight is if Team SMG is willing to engage them in an exchange. Because otherwise, how exactly are you planning on catching this Rafaela, this Lilia, this Akai to an extent? There's just so many ways they can really dip out of a fight once it looks unfavorable for them. And for Imperio, well, the best they can do is go with a Matilda and a Fredrin. Those are very short duration crowd control tools.
Now, with the Lord already spawning, you see Team SMG, they're immediately trying to take control. I mean, look at that wave management. Bot side immediately shoved down. If Team SMG want to start a fight, now is a pretty good time to do so while Dairoth is halfway across the map.
Yeah, he's going to make his way there though too, but is he going to get here in time? Lord half health. They're going to work on a heavy spin on Aurora. They're trying to get him out of the picture, and they do! Marquino going to jump in, finds Steffi. Sasta goes back. It's a triple. Miko down as well. 4 fall for Imperio. What a fight for Team SMG.
Oh, and they even got like the big spells out of Team SMG. I mean, the heavy spin, even the black shoes was already gone. Marquino, he had that moment, but Miko said no.
The crowd control usage from SMG is just absolutely insane right now. At every turn, Imperio layered their approaches. They go in one by one to avoid getting comboed. But look at what happens, man. Aurora gets locked down. Marquinhos comes in late into the fight, gets locked down. Steffe getting a 2-man knockup, no follow-up due to all the lockdown. Team SMG are just so good at this right now.
Oh, they've entered a state of...
Whoa!
Smooth gonna jump in, he finds Ur with the penalty zone. They burn the flicker. So right now, Team SMG, even surprising Imperio.
Wow, an ult for a flicker almost instantaneously. I definitely think you're panicked there a little bit. Not entirely sure what he could have done more in that type of situation, especially since Steffe probably could have pulled him out, but better not risk it just yet, especially at a critical moment like this.
Yeah, there's a lot of nerves, especially in such a tense moment. The Lord coming in though, SMG, they're not really synchronizing the waves. The mid and top side maybe, but now Stormy, look at Stefan just dueling. That's the Matilda power. Is that enough though? Because Team SMG, they're going in for a play.
They're gonna push in to the base, turret on the top side down. Stormy whittling them down here with those glooms. Now the mid turret gonna fall as well. Holding on to one, Marquino has that shielding, got quite low. Does Team SMG just fully expose the base and back off here? That's what they're after. Finally, the bottom turret will fall.
No minions, no problem, man. They just stand there, take the hits, take the turrets, because they have a healing dispenser, man. Miko is just there topping everyone up. Fashion is trying his best to poke them down, but it doesn't matter at all.
Oh, this is difficult. This is really difficult to watch because from Imperio's POV, this feels like they're getting suffocated out once again, but Team SMG are really taking the initiative to make sure that they maximize their abilities while minimizing Imperio's overall impact. An 8.4k lead is almost a death sentence, just 1.6k more to really close out this game for the side of Team SMG. 40 more seconds until the Lord spawns.
Looking at the items right here, the Wind of Nature is completed for Sasa, a great measure of security. But for Stormy, he also has the glowing wand. Steffi now able to escape, maybe?
Look at the damage coming through here. Steffi already used that Circling Eagle, but he just has to go back here. Team SMG still just waiting, taking everything. They're 20 seconds away from the Lord.
Stormy just lethal on that Lilia, man. And the fact that he does percentage HP damage means that no one is safe, including Aurora, despite his defensive itemization.
Oh, this is difficult. I think that at the very least, if Imperial wants to make an off-tempo play, they're going to need to find a way around Saksa, because he's the most difficult target to actually get to bypass, right? The first person who bypasses Saksa is immediately going to get sent into a wall by that heavy spin, no doubt about it, right? But even then, there's that added layer. Wait, the information has been given. They're walking up.
Gonna jump into the front. Aurora as well. He's got to be careful not to get locked down. Goes out from the area. Lord's still gonna be half health here. Team SMG gonna continue it on. Imperial looking for their own entry point. Sock's gonna find the lockdown. He gets the flicker out from Muir. Lord, and now a fourth of the health. Aurora gonna be in trouble. Penalty zone comes through. 2 down for Imperio. Make it 3 as it's a triple again for Sasa. Marquino split off. Fashion split off. And it's Team SMG running into the base here. What can Fashion do? Can he even get back to the base in time? He can't. The whole team books their ticket to redemption, and they beat Imperio 3-1.
Team SMG, for the second time in a long time, they have a chance to go to the M5 World Championships in the Philippines.
We'll be seeing you in the Philippines, Team SMG. What a performance right there, completely demolishing, denying Imperio Esports.
It's been a very long time since we have seen another team make it into this stage. And for Team SMG, this is an important moment because now it's just the beginning of their journey. The last time that they were in an M Series, it just wasn't enough. Now they want to make it work. With that being said, let's have an interview with our winners up on stage.
Everybody, IMPERIO Esports.
Right now we are witnessing both teams greeting each other, but yes, now we have to invite IMPERIO Esports on stage.
Everyone, let's give IMPERIO Esports a round of applause. You may now take your final bow.
Oh, hold on. All right, Aurora. Let's give a final bow. I'm gonna do a count of 3. In 3, 2, 1, we give the final bow. All right? In 3, 2, 1, bow.
It's been a great journey for IMPERIO Esports, and
Thank
we
you very
hope to
much.
see you stronger next year. And now, it's time to announce the new Malaysian representative for the M5 World Championship.
Let's invite Team
SMG! Congratulations, everybody. Now you get to participate in the M5 World Championship. What's going through your minds right now?
How are you feeling?
Wow. Amazing. Just feel very good lah. Just nothing to say lah. Just very good.
All right. Honestly now, Sasa, since you were holding the mic, I do have to ask you a question because we watched your interview and you said going to this wildcard, there's a lot of pressure. There's pressure everywhere for you guys to perform, and if you don't perform, it's over. Now you guys are going to M5. How do you feel the pressure is going to affect the performance?
I think after we go to M5, now the pressure is all gone already. Just like if go to M5, then we just all in on it, just do the thing, just do our best in M5.
The pressure is gone. but they're gonna do their very best. They're gonna go all out for M5.
And now this one is for Miko, for Saksa, for Coach Pau. How meaningful is this victory for you, especially that you get to go back to your homeland, but this time you're waving the Malaysian flag?
Sobrang saya po kasi bilang player, ang sarap po i-represent yung sarili mong bansa. Pero ngayon po kasi parang dalawang bansa po yung nare-represent ko po.
According to Miko, as a player, it feels really great to represent your country, but now he gets to represent both country, both Malaysia and Philippines. Saksa?
Sobrang saya ko na makapasok sa M5. Kasi yung mga nakaraang kong season, 2 beses ako nag-top 8. Tapos di ako makapaniwala na sa M5 na ako.
He feels really good to be able to make it to M5 because the past 2 seasons, he just made it to top 8 and he can't believe that right now he's in M5.
So for me, I'm very happy and thankful at the same time for the Malaysian community. Guys, you guys are so awesome, guys. And we'll do our best, guys, to represent you.
Now I have a question for Smooth. Smooth, you went to M3, it didn't go well, but now you're going to M5. How is the journey in wildcard, and how is the journey you're expecting going to M5?
Melayu
Melayu boleh, nanti I translate. I translate, no worries, no worries, no worries.
Okay. Kita orang punya journey dekat wildcard ada baik ada buruk dia. Kita orang belajar kesilapan kita orang dekat wildcard, kita orang akan baiki dekat M5. Dekat M5 nanti kita orang akan buat lebih baik.
He said during the wild card, they've encountered a lot of things, a lot of mistakes, each of which they will fix, they will improve, and they will give their very best at M5. And now, Stormy, I have to ask you as well. Your family is there, and we talk to each other. You were talking about your dreams, and your dream is to go to the world stage, and now you're going to the world stage. How does it feel for you?
I'm very, very happy actually. Yeah, that's it.
You're very happy that you're achieving your dream, but you're weeks away from fighting against one of the best mid laners the world has to offer. What's going through your head?
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Stormy, you have a very supportive brother who's been here since day one. We interviewed him earlier. Your mother is here. They were actually in tears earlier. Even your sister right now can't stop herself from crying. With such a support from such a great family, is there something that you want to say to them right now?
Actually, my sister gave me a letter actually before the game.
Oh, she gave you a letter?
Yeah.
What did it say? Can you tell us?
Oh!
But it's too long.
It's too long.
What does it say? It's really amazing when you have such a strong support.
Oh, it is very long.
From the family. Can you summarize it? Can you summarize it for us?
I can't.
I cannot.
Stormy,
Do you want me to try?
summarize it for us. You summarize. If you can summarize that and just tell us what the letter is about. Just tell us what the letter is
It's
about.
just about me and our childhood together, and she's very happy for me and my family also. And she's just, yeah.
That's so sweet.
That's something that not a lot of people have, and I hope that you appreciate and you treasure. So thank you to Stormy's family for supporting his journey here, especially with him becoming a pro player. And it all worked out because now Stormy is heading to the World Championship.
All right. Now, before we proceed further, I do have to say, SMG's analyst, Lung, you said you won't be celebrating your birthday until you qualify for M5. Now that you made it in the same week as Miko's birthday, we have a cake somewhere in the building. Where is the cake?
Please help us celebrate.
Let's all sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy Happy birthday to you.
Now it's not just an imaginary candle, you get to blow an actual candle. Your wish has come true. You are now heading to the M5 World Championship. What would you like to say to everybody?
Let's give it to Haru. Do you have anything to say to everyone here? It's not just SMG fans. It's basically everyone from Malaysia supporting SMG.
To everyone who has been supporting us since day one, even in MPL League, we would like to say thank you very much. Even though we lose during the grand final, but you guys still came today for us. So we would like to appreciate you guys and thank you so much. All I say all. And the Flame Boys also, everyone. Thank you so much.
And now, Team SMG, you may now take your bow.
All right. Can someone help to take the cake for a while? You know, let's them, you know. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Team SMG is heading to the World Championship. You may now take your bow and take your walk of victory.
Let's give a big round of applause for Team SMG!
Team SMG is Malaysia's second team to represent them in the World Championship. For the first time in history, Malaysia has two teams to represent them.
I would say, as a Malaysian, this is a very proud moment. And Team SMG, they worked very hard the entire wildcard stage. They were unable to do it during the grand finals of MPL Malaysia Season 12, but they have redeemed themselves. And now, looking forward to bring the trophy back home.
The entire Malaysian community is proud, and they're cheering for Team SMG.
But it's not over for today, because we have another best of 5 coming up. And it's gonna be an exciting best of 5. We'll be going for a short break, but after this, we'll see which is the next team going to the M5 World Championship. We'll see you there.
Stay tuned for more MLBB action. It's time to be
Better
better than
than great.
great.